Mm. We made it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live hosted by me, Mr. Philly. And today I'm just chilling with the guys. I'm just vlogging. I'm being boring. We made it. Hello. Oh, so who's out there? Just saying hello to everybody. How's it going? This, that, this. I say that a lot, and I repeat myself a lot, and I promise you guys, I'm actually going to a point in my life where I need to, and I'm going to be starting doing crossword puzzles because my vocabulary is not as high or not as advocate as it should be. So yes, I admit that I use a lot of the same words because my vocabulary isn't that good. But I watch other YouTubers too, and they use a lot of F words and a lot of foul language and all that crazy stuff too. So, I must not be the only one. I mean, like, I get sick of using the same words. I would love to articulate my words that better than I should. Back in the day, I could not articulate or facilitate my words in any way, shape, or form. I had no social skills whatsoever. So now I'm trying to be better in that. So, I probably and I'm going to start doing crossword puzzles, so we'll see how that goes. To, facilitate my words better and to articulate my words better too. So yeah, use bigger words because you should have a bigger vocabulary, especially when you're dealing with the public like me, being a YouTuber and everything. And not every YouTuber does that. I use a lot of them, using foul language and all that too. I try not to use that. That happens, but I try not to use cursors or anything like that. So I hope everybody associates my channel with a G rating, or at least try to be a G rating. We slip, we have our problems, and I apologize. Hello, Kayusha. Hello, Kayang. Karina, how are you? Karina, how are you? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And TP, how are you? How's your night going? You guys having a great night? I'm having a good night. I know that for a fact. Yeah, I'm gonna have a better night tomorrow night, and we're gonna have a good day. We have a great recipe coming up tomorrow. It's gonna be really, really good. You guys are gonna love it. So I mean, like, I don't know if anybody associates with me. This is probably should be a questionnaire. How they associate my personality. All right, this probably should be a good question. I'm gonna say it. Hey, good morning to you. How are you doing? How you doing? I'm probably not gonna see any of my fans or followers on here. I cook food and I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm from the US of A, but I live in the Midwest right now. So All right. Let me do a let me put a question out there. That's a good question to ask. How do you feel about my personality? That's one thing that I should not have I have not asked recently, or I have not asked since I've been a YouTuber, you know. Like, how would you guys facilitate, or how would you guys perceive my personality? Am I charismatic or am I charming? I feel like I'm more, I mean, the way people talk to me, that I'm more charming, But I mean, I guess I feel like I am somewhat charismatic in some sense, but no, I think I'm more. I think I have more natural charm. I think people see a charm more in me, like a likable personality kind of a thing. Charm means more likable, so that's why I would. I know, you haven't been on here. I don't see all my peoples on here, so yeah. I mean, like when my peeps, my regular peeps that follow me, they would answer that question. So that's why I'm asking this question. I should wait for on a regular basis when my regular people come on. So I don't know. Well, let's see. Charismatic is a personality that's actually, um, magnetic. You have a magnetic personality, but might not be good or something. You know, that's the best way I could describe it. Charismatic. You have a personality that may or may not be good, but it's magnetic. Basically, charm is you just are likable in some sense or way. You're likable. Basically, you kind of flirt your way. Basically, it's kind of a flirty, lovable in some way. You just have you have some like towards you. You have natural charm. You have a natural like to you. Basically, your personality is naturally likable. In some sense. I mean, you might not have a good personality. You might be a bad person in general, and a lot of criminals probably have that because that's why they hide in plain sight. But yeah, you just have that charm about you, the way you talk, your voice, everything about you, and the way you present yourself. You present yourself very friendly. Oh, okay. There you go. And that's what I was waiting for there, Esther. I have a natural charm, and a lot of people told me the same thing. Yes, you're one of the few people. Yes, all my girlfriends said the same thing. I have natural charm. I love to hear it. And that's what I was waiting for. I feel like I have a little charismatic to me though, a little bit, but not so much. But I think that's just natural charm. And that's what I was actually describing. Charm is just likable. The way you talk, the way you present yourself, and the way you are. And it's just likable. That's it. So that's the best way I could describe it. Yeah. And like I said, I need to do more crossword puzzles because, my vocabulary is not that good. I got a GED. I stopped at ninth grade. So yeah. But that's really interesting. I really appreciate that, and that's what I see. And you too, also, Esther. But I think you're just a great person in general. I know you are. So that's why you actually stopped and watched my channel. You saw the natural charm in there. Well, I mean, like, and that's the other thing that I said, charismatic. Sometimes you could be down to earth. You could be. Well, I guess I don't know. Charismatic is really, really deep. I guess charismatic, you could have a personality that's not necessarily good, but it's attractive to other people. It's like a cult following. It's a cult following. And the best way I could describe it is like Obama had charisma. He had charisma. He was very articulate. He spoke like a good politician. Donald Trump is charismatic. So many people agree with me. That's charismatic. Donald Trump is charismatic in his personality. He had a cult following the way he spoke. Who agrees with that? But I mean, like, I don't know. No, charming is different. Like, you're just likable in your personality. You're right. Well, I try. I never used to be like this person. It took me many, many years, many moons to actually be that person. So, I mean, I had no social skills when I was a kid. I promise you. I couldn't even talk to anybody. I couldn't even talk to a man or a woman, let alone ask a woman out when I was 18 or something like that, but I learned. I learned the hard way. So yeah, it was crazy. I guess that through, being on the streets and being where I was. I guess that's one of the reasons why I lived the way I lived and, been through the rough side of life the way I lived. And that's why I learned a lot. I learned a lot more of a dark side of life too, the more that I wanted to learn. But I did. I could be better, I still have my shy moments, if you haven't seen me in some sense. I'm sure everybody that's watched me regularly has seen me that way. I get shy just like everybody else. There's some days when I'm really, really shy. But there's some days like, I have no problem, speaking my mind or speaking about something or just like sharing a recipe, what I love to do. So yeah. And that's why I love being in front of a camera. And that's why I always wanted to be an actor when I was a kid. So yeah. I just love being in front of a camera in front of an audience. I love performing for people. So yeah. And what's better and I think that's one of the great things about being a YouTuber too. No, not exact. Well, I thought kind of, sort of. I agree I agree, but I'm gonna have to look up the definition. I'm gonna have to look up the definition. In some sense, yes, but charismatic is a little bit more deeper than that. So yeah. Well, I really appreciate that you're actually agreeing. So yes, I want to agree with that, but they're a little bit different. Well, we'll see. Well, I'm gonna look it up actually. So now you got me curious, Esther. I'm gonna do some more crossword puzzles because my vocabulary isn't that good. So that's one of the things that I really hate, and that I really want to be better. And that's what makes me a better YouTuber. And that's what I like about being a YouTuber. This is my acting career, basically. Now I want to use more words because my vocabulary isn't that great. I use a lot of the same words. And I mean, I shouldn't beat myself up because I watch a lot of other YouTubers and they just use F words and constantly use curse words too. So a lot of other people that don't have big vocabularies, but I want to have a bigger vocabulary. Yes, for sure, I will definitely. Hmm. You're just a friendly, down to earth person, that's for sure. Easygoing. You're a very easygoing person. That's the best way I could describe you too. I can be easygoing, but I'm not at the same time. I think I'm hit or miss on that. I think I'm in between. But that's the best way to describe you. You're an easygoing, friendly person. Yes. Well, like I haven't met you in person, but I've spoke to you many, many times, and you know me. But I don't know. In person, you're different. You told me you're different. When you're teaching a class, you're a lot different. You said that, but you're teaching something that you like, and that's why I'm different on YouTube too. I'm totally different. I'm more outgoing and more friendly. So and more, down to earth, I'm doing what I love to do in front of a camera. I love being in front of a camera. So yeah. I'm basically, this is my acting career. And that's what I love about it. And I love everybody that supports me. I never thought anybody would watch me. I thought I would be the dumbest person on YouTube. Why anybody would want to watch an ugly man like me is beyond my jurisdiction. I'm nobody, you know? I'm just, I'm just some guy who likes to cook. That's it, and I try my best and I love what I do. That's it. I guess that's another form of entrepreneurship too, also. Well, I suppose. Well, come on. Well, and but that's why I love doing what I do. I'm in front of a camera. I can express myself. I can be who I am. I'm being an actor. I'm being me, basically. And that's why I love being a YouTuber so much. This is the only place in the world where I can feel like I can be 100% me. I know that sounds really bad, but yeah. No, people judge me, but the people that know me and the people that actually care about me, that are friends, and people that actually appreciate what I do, that are really kind to me, and that's what I love about it. And that's what makes me feel so more and more motivated to do what I do. And to cook. So yeah, and yes, sir, you and so many other people make me feel like me. This is me being me. Wow. And it's just so wow. Oh, got a little emotional there, but yeah. Oh, cut the mush out of the way. But yes, I feel so much like me when I'm on here. When I hear, the motivation from all you guys, especially you, sir. You know, so I said it. Well, yeah. Well, I'm getting too deep. I'm hogging up the spotlight. Little too much. Sorry. I don't mean to sound like Donald Trump. Okay. I do like the spotlight, but I don't want to be a narcissist or anything like that. Oh well. Well, come now. Well, I used to have the lowest self esteem in the world, honestly, and it was so hard for me to ask a woman out, and it still kind of is in some sense of the way. I mean, the way I portray myself on YouTube, I hope I don't portray myself as arrogant, but sometimes, and being YouTuber, that can happen. You're in front of a camera and you're talking to multiple people. I probably have talked arrogantly and have portrayed myself arrogantly, but like deep down, when the cameras are done and everything like that, I'm a shy and I'm intimidated. I'm not. I'm like a piglet in some sense. I don't feel highly of myself. I don't feel highly of my looks. Well, there you go, Esther. It's difficult for me to talk to women. I mean, well, it's better. It's gotten a lot better, but what I've been through, makes a difference in it too. But like, asking a woman out or talking to people in general, like, yeah, I mean, I do feel like my looks and everything, I don't feel as highly as my looks says people portray me to be. So yeah, it's all a show, I'll tell you. Oh, oh boy, Esther, you're such a great friend. What would I do without you? You're one of the reasons why I'm still here. You're one of the reasons why I have 1,000 subscribers. I have been doing well. Mosele, how are ya? I'm doing well, thank you. My eyes are getting old though. There's a gray in my eyes though, I'll tell you. You gotta look close. There's gray. They look more gray. There you go. Mhm. Absolutely. Mhm. Hello, Nick Nick. Mhm. Mr. Philly, I have not yet nobody has not yet earned the right to have my real name. I actually did mention my real name to certain people, and I did mention it in another life, but I only mentioned it to people that I was friends with, people that I knew on my live, basically. So I mean, everybody that was on my live, I knew really, really well, and yeah, that's it. No, I really, really thought, Sheriff of Nottingham? I'm the Sheriff of Nottingham, rise there, Sheriff of Nottingham. Oh dear. I have the mustache of him. Oh, sometimes I hate myself. I do, I do, I do. Oh dear. Oh, somebody said, look like this. I actually like that. Old century, middle age, Renaissance, mustache. Yeah, that sounds funny. Because I can do voices impressions of that. Welcome to Sherwood, my lady, from Robin Hood. Or, the Sheriff of Nottingham Hills. Or Friar Talk. Crazy. They look like Robin Hood from, the Sherwood Forest and the Merry Men. Yes. Oh, I'm being really weird. I apologize. This is me being me. I apologize. I tell you guys, that's what I'm doing. And yes, Esther, you're the person that is why I'm still here. You know that, right? I'm crazy. You know I'm crazy. And I'm weird. Hello, Marble. How you doing? Charming. Oh, okay, charming. That's good. I Hawk. I know what you're talking about. Or it could be that, like, oh, what else were you saying? That pirate, Long John Silver from I'm I'm in my room right now. I'm in Missouri. I answer. I mean, there's a lot of questions that people ask all the time, but yeah, I mean, I'm in my room, but I'm in Missouri right now. But yeah, I'm from Philadelphia, but I mean, and it's one of the things, I understand, not nobody really reads your bio, and everything that I talk, my name and my YouTube name and where I'm from, where I was born and raised, that's all in my bio, but nobody watches that. But it's okay. It's okay. Hugh Jackman? Are you saying Hugh Jackman? I'm in my room, my womb, my little room right here. This is my room. I grew up in this room. Me and my brother grew up in this room. We had bunk beds and everything. I was here since 2003. It was a good night. It was good times. Me and my older brother that I'm going to be visiting in Philadelphia. Yeah. There were so many nights. I can't tell you how many nights we got woken up because there was a tornado watch and the door swung open and we went in the basement. Yeah. A lot of storm things. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, gracias. Mucho gracias. Oh, thank you. How did you do that? I didn't say. Oh, did you tell her outside of here or what? Or he or they or outside of there? Oh, I didn't see any speak. Oh, I don't speak. Oh, okay. Never mind. Oops. Oh, so you can. Oh, you're a moderator. Well, good job, moderator Esther. You did a good job. There we go. So you're probably able to actually talk to her. There you go. No speaking English, yes. Inglés, eh? I'm sorry, I'm rambling on. I'm hogging up the spotlight. Now I feel like a cocky celebrity. I apologize, guys. I didn't mean that. Sorry. Boy band haircut makes you extremely charismatic. Sorry, I wasn't actually paying attention to a lot of the the text because I mean, like usually there are trolls around. I was only paying attention to you, Esther. Because I know you're not a troll. I knew there's a lot of trolls around this night, this time of the day. So yeah, I apologize. Sorry. But thank you, Esther. Thank you for taking care of that for me. So yeah. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. I'm in my little womb. I'm in my little womb. I have my blankie. I mean, Esther, do you have blankies too, just like me? You want to be covered with a blankie and wear a coat. I know it's in the middle of summer, and I always tell you guys, you guys probably always see me with my coat on. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Snuggling a bug, snuggly wuggly bugly. There we go. Snuggly wuggly bugly. There we go. I need to actually put guidelines. You know, I met another YouTuber that has 3,000 followers and they're monetized and they have guidelines. Don't ask for money. Talk about me. Challenge the argument. Don't challenge the person. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Widow. I'm some nobody in my room. I'm just some dude who likes to cook. That's it. Because I can't sing or dance. That's it. Or do anything else. you know? Oh, I know you are. Wow. When I visit California, you're gonna be you're gonna be an entourage for a day. That's for sure. You know that, right, Esther? That's it. I'm just speaking my mind right now. Well, you're finally gonna get to meet a YouTube star, a little. Well, you know, you may know celebrities, but I mean, now you're gonna get to see a little different, the modern day version of stars. YouTube star. So yeah, that's gonna be a little different, but the same thing. I'm skin and bones, and I'm probably not as handsome I am in my pictures. So yeah, you see me in person, I'm just a tall, lanky, skinny guy. I feel like I have a scarecrow kind of build. Honestly, I have long, lengthy arms and a little longer torso, but I work out a lot more. So it looks a little better. But yeah, but I'm skinny. I'm a little skinny. I'm 175 pounds soaking wet. I used to be 200 pounds though. I used to be a little chubby. I used to have a dad bod. But me and my structure, I don't think I look really good with a dad bod. And that was one of the, motivations what got me to being a YouTuber. So yeah. That's what I like about that. Sure, 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 sure. Oh, thank you very much, John. I appreciate that. They used to be sky blue, but if you look really, really close, they are gray blue. I'll tell you that right now. Selvy, how are you doing? I saw you last night. How you doing? How you doing? You doing well? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I love Indian food. I talk about this all the time, all the time. I love Indian food. I love butter chicken. I love chicken barina. I don't know how I'm pronouncing it right. I love to go to India to try the food there. It looks amazing, honestly. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Oh boy. Let me snuggle into my bed. Betty bye. Fluff up my Betty bye. Betty bye. Yes. My Betty bye. Oh fuck. I get. Oh really? Is that so? Hello. How you doing? How you doing? Both. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Well. Does anybody want to come fluff up my Betty bye for me? Betty bye. Yes. I'm just. I'm being silly. What do you want me to do for you? Fluff up your Betty bye? Betty bye. Oh my gosh. I work at a factory and then I'm also an Uber driver, so yeah. I work a lot, but then also, I'm a YouTuber, which I would love to be my real job, my main job. Wow. Fluff up your Betty bye. Oh dear. You will. You fluff up my Betty Bye for me. I'm just being silly. I'm repeating lines from comedies. Betty Bye. I said crank me up a bit, not put me in orbit. I think you put me in orbit though. I'm kidding. Oh no. All right, trolls are coming out. Trolls are coming out. I'm not going to talk about how much I make a month. You know that. Yo, I might as well send you, my pay stubs. And Betty Bye, yes. How's your Betty Bye, yes, sir? Is it flopped up really well? Is it sufficiently flopped? Yes. Marissa, how you doing? Marissa Baker, how you doing? This, I noticed a lot of people say this. I think it's a typo. People are trying to say hello. Hello. Hello, Dream. How you doing? I thought you hated me and didn't never wanted to see me again. But you're back. How are you? Hello. I know you. What's up? Not a pest? How not a bonus? How are you? I had seen you before. Wow. All my people's coming out now. No, finally, three of my peoples are coming out. Nobody else besides Esther was there. I know what you're talking about, but oh, that's great. Nice to see you again. I'm just chilling with you guys and chilling and just being silly and weird. Just being me. Just being, the real Mr. Philly. That's all. You know, I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I'm going to be there in a week. I didn't know who it was until he died, but now I'm actually starting to see the people that talk about his death and everything. But I was not familiar with him, and I'm not familiar with his music or anything like that. I know big actors, and I know a little bit smaller actors, but yeah, that's one person I don't know who it is. Sorry, onion powder. Hello, Bella. How you doing? Hi, was from Brazil. John Hayes, how you doing? No, I don't know what that is. Thank you. Easy with the language. That's it. Oh boy. Oh, I do. Yeah, I totally associate with that. Yes, I totally. I'm picking up what you're putting down there. But me, I'm a YouTuber myself, so I doom scroll also because I try to find inspiration from other YouTubers, and then I've noticed, even the people that do cook, they bore the crap out of me because they take 15 minutes to cook. They talk about random fucking flipping bull crap, just because they're trying to get that watch time. I totally understand, but I try to be the most down to earth person you ever meet. I'm the most down to earth, and I can't see anybody in this room. I cannot see everybody in this room, but what? I'm the most down to earth YouTuber that you ever meet. I'm not going to talk. I mean, I'm not going to talk about random bull crap unless I'm getting into a conversation with somebody. I try to be the most down to. I don't speak nerd. I don't speak sports. I speak American. I speak me and this and that. I fluff up my Betty Bye, I cook food, and that's it. And I chill and I sleep with my nightlight on. I'm a human being, and I try to be a human being. I talk like, I don't talk like I'm intellectual. I don't talk like I'm a weirdo. I don't talk like I'm a silly nerd. I talk like a human being to the best of my ability. So yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, Dream. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're saying. Oh dear. Well, I don't know. That's interesting perspective there, Johnny Stolish. Well, thank you, Shrix. Thank you very much. Hello, Jennifer. I've seen you before. How you doing? How you doing? Nice to see you again, though. Big fan. Thank you, Dream. Dream to swim. You're totally fine. I'm glad to see you. Glad to see you stop by. How's your move? Have you moved to Texas? Or what? Or what? I'm alive, walking and talking and blinking and breathing. And I hope you're doing well too, also. What were you said about, though, Dream? Okay, somebody says, why did I ignore you? When you have 30,000 messages coming in, how do you answer everybody? My voice is not that fast. I can't answer every question in, 30 seconds. Did you know that? You know, that's wonderful. And, the great thing is that, my messages are usually timed out as inappropriate. I can choose to let them through, and most of the time they're inappropriate. So, I can catch, heavy now. Oh, really? Is your Betty White fluffed up? Okay. You gotta catch them. Are you gonna catch some Z's and Y's and O's and all that? Catch those Z's. Get your tightrope on. I should be doing the same thing. So anyway, yeah. Yep. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh, not much. Not much. Because I thought you liked me. That's why. Well, what? Yes, I'm up late. Yes, I know I am. Don't remind me. I was gonna go to bed early tonight. I was gonna shoot off fireworks tonight and everything, but um, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just sometimes I'm like other YouTubers. I love to, but at least I try to engage with my followers and chit chat with my followers because I love to get to know my followers because there's some really really great people on here. And that's one of the reasons why I fell in love with YouTubing. I used to think YouTube was cut and dry. People love, people hate, and that's it. That's it. And like and there was no social networking. That's what I love about YouTube now. I mean, like I've met some really, really great people, and there's some really good, cool people. There's a lot of trolls, there's a lot of haters, and this and that. But you have to learn how to deal with them. You have a mute button. Say goodbye. That's it. But the people that care about you and the people that like about you, they're their followers and they're their subscribers that are trying to get to the top, just like you. And I met quite a few of them. They're really nice people, actually. So yeah. And like I've said, a lot of people just blog and everything. They take 15 minutes to get to the point to what they want to do because they're trying to get that watch time hour. So I'm trying to get that watch time hours too. But at least, I try to talk to my followers because I love to meet new people and everything. Oh, I sure do. Yes, I work from usually 10 to 7 or 8. That's usually when I get off. But yeah. Jennifer, what do you do? Do you actually have a channel also or what? No channel? Or you just watch stuff or what? That's cool. I'm actually 6'1" actually. So yeah. That's great. So you just on here to watch stuff or what? I don't know if you posted or anything like that or what. Hmm. Is that right, huh? It's cool. That's cool. You like what you see? Do you like my channel? Do you like the cooking, content and all that fun stuff? Yeah. I didn't answer your question or any way, shape, or form. Brown, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I'd rather gain followers. That's what I want to rather gain. You know? You don't say, huh? Yes, I have family where I live, and I also have family in Philadelphia, which is where I'm originally from. And I'm going to be in Philadelphia next weekend, and we're going to be creating a lot of great content actually for my channel. So yeah, yeah, I'm in here and Missouri, and that's where my family moved. 22 years ago, but been here ever since. So is what it is. How about you? Where are you from? So yeah, excuse me. Trenton, oh wow, we're gonna be in Wildwood, New Jersey. Hearing about that time. We used to go down to Wildwood, New Jersey is every weekend. So yeah, that's really cool. I'm gonna be in Jersey at one point after in time when I'm in Philly. So yeah, so you're pretty close. So that's not bad. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know if you've ever been to Philadelphia, but you know what I'm talking about. You know.